It was a visual thing for the most. I mean, that's what it had to be. I mean, it couldn't be like selling points to make the bread better. It doesn't really add much of anything. Alrighty, so let's take a look. So just to let you know, we're going to do a channel review here, impressions, breakdowns, and everything like that. If you like the person that you see, the content that they generate, and everything around, you can be more than happy to hit that follow or subscribe button on their channel there. Also, if you see something that I don't notice or something you want to help them out with, or you get an idea, don't be afraid to let Lycan Country know, because I'm sure he'd be very appreciative of it. CFresh92, thank you for the sub love, my man. I appreciate it. I know your bread is baked fresh. More people need to be like you, buddy. More people need to be like you. Good day from Australia. Hey, Shadow, how you doing there tonight? So with that said, let's get on with our channel review here. So we've got Lycan Country. He's got beautiful little branding here of, I believe that's the elusive Liger or Leperson. One of the two. It's got a dope werewolf going on in there. The Lycan, the Lycran. We got a nice, easy to understand Monday, Wednesday, Friday that he streams at 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and run with the pack. Very good, very clean and easy to do. What I'd probably recommend is just add a little bit of your social imprint on there. What's up, Hail Topher? How's it going with you? And the gentleman, what's going on, buddy? How you doing there tonight? Thank you for asking. I'm doing well, man. I'm a Twitch genius. I know that's literally my middle name is Wild4Games. The only thing you need to do is like right here, you got this big, huge open space. If you've got like a Twitter, you got an Instagram, you got a Snapchat, you got a YouTube, you got a Discord, you got a Reddit thread, you got this, that, bang, and the other thing. Don't be afraid to put those icons in here and let people know that they can find you on those platforms as well. Because like I always like to tell is, this window right here, this video player box can be embedded on a multitude of websites out there. And this might be one of the first things that people see of your channel. A lot of people don't see what we're going to scroll down through because the video player is embeddable, not the whole channel. It's Hardy's here for you. We don't have many left. They aren't that good anymore. Was a lot better when I was a kid. I did like Carl's Jr. a lot when I was out in the West Coast. Carl's Jr. is good. It's like picked up his games. And I remember the first time I saw Hardy's when I went to go visit my brother in Pittsburgh. And like we passed and they still use the star. And it said Hardy's. And I was like, what the fuck is that? That's Carl's Jr. That's the biggest knockoff store I've ever seen. That's like total trademark infringement. And then somebody had to explain it to me. And I was like, no shit. But I always wonder why like that it's never converged or be like Hardy's Jr. or something like that. I don't know. Anywho, moving on. But very good. I mean, I would probably maybe add at a different point when you get around to it. Like maybe add like a bit of a different background. Because I view my Twitch on dark mode. Most people don't know about dark mode, or new people to Twitch don't know there's a light and a dark mode. Default is light, by the way. And dark mode's easier on the eyes and sometimes can be more user-friendly, for lack of a better term. But black on black's not really that kind of an engaging color contrast. So you may want to just have something that's a cool background color other than black, and black on white could be a little sharp for the eyes. So that's just something to pay attention to when if you want to do an update later down the road. But all in all, my main man, it's looking great. Dark mode is the best. I do dark mode on everything that has a dark mode. It's one of the best things you can do. You thought your name was Wild, the sexy god, or sexy god Twitch genius, and then 4Games. Then 4Games, or 4Lee. One of the two. All work. Hey, what's up, Joe Tato? How you doing tonight, man? I agree. I think dark mode should be like the default. So with that said, all in all, very decent. Very decent. I like it. Let's take a look at what you got here down for your panels, buddy. And Curse Raven, how you doing there, bud? How's it going with you? Sorry, I felt like I had a sesame seed bun coming out the lower part of my chin. I started dribbling when I just noticed Blizzard Girl noticed me. All right, welcome to my channel. We got an About Me, we got subscriptions, we got a social media, we got an affiliation, we got our GameStop, we got our YouTube, Facebook, Insta, Twitter, Chairs for Gaming, tip, and donations. Let's take a look at these all one by one. Why did my phone just go off? Be done, phone. Stop distracting me. All right, we got an About Me on the channel. Let's take a look. We got Lycan Country. Hey everyone, my name is Lycan. I found my niche streaming horror games and I'm having a blast entertaining everyone that drops in. My goal is to show everyone that I can show, my goal is to show everyone you can start off from nothing and become a great streamer. Follow me and check out my channel anytime. Schedule times are from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I play games, or games I play in the horror genre. However, I do enjoy playing a variety of games. Now, do we have an actual schedule panel? I would, in addition, I know you put it here, but some people's eyes won't be necessarily always attracted to the finer things and the details of a text. And somebody who may come to your channel really quickly while you're live may skim through here and go like this and be like, oh, I don't see a schedule. I would make a schedule position, or sorry, schedule panel, put it in position 2, and elaborate on your schedule there. That way people just know, and you got bing, bang, boom, all said and done. You're looking good and slick there, my friend. Hey, what's up, Rimple? How you doing there tonight, man? What's going good with you, buddy? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking, my bud. And Derpstra, how you doing there? Never fear. Ellis, can I just say, Derpstra, your beautiful, beautiful, elegant cosplays that you so diligently post on Instagram are gorgeous, by the way. How are your cosplay contests, or not contests, conventions? That's the word I was looking for. Conventions that you went to. Look like you had a blast. So I would create a panel for schedule. That way it's just easy for skimming eyes to find. And we got our subscriptions. Let's make our subscriptions open up to our ticket, and I think they're going to. Oh, so proud. So proud. Look how this just opens nice and easy for somebody to subscribe to. You make me so proud. And then we got our social media. Let's make sure our Discord goes to our Discord. It does. Let's continue with the socials. YouTube to YouTube, Facebook to Facebook, Twitter to Twitter, and Instagram to Instagram. I kind of went out of order there, but we're doing good. Alrighty. Does go to his YouTube here. Let's make sure your about section's got something about it. Thanks for checking out my channel. Please subscribe, blah, blah, blah. Add some more. You want to add key searchable terms within your YouTube, Lycan, about how you're a Twitch streamer and everything like that. So that way this becomes searchable and people read it, because these can be searchable. And then you did a good job by including all your links. The only one I'm going to concern myself here with is with Twitch to make sure it goes directly to it. It does. Good job. I'm proud of you, my main man. Let's go onto your Facebook. Going to Facebook. It does. Good job. Instagram to Instagram. Good job. And Twitter to Twitter. Boom. Perfectly good job. You're killing it, bro. You're killing it. So what I would do for you is what is this Instagram thing? Interested in the new Resident Evil? Be sure to click above link to get directly and follow me as we get into gameplay. So anything that's like your affiliations or promotions, sponsorships, I would put those all at the bottom, especially if you're a new streamer. If you're a sponsored streamer or a partnered streamer, or you're streaming on behalf of a stream team, it's okay to move those up. But to be honest, those aren't really going to generate you much income, and they're not going to really generate any build growing community status thingies like that. They're not going to build your social. They're not going to build anything on your Twitch, and that's what we want as a streamer. So I'd move all your socials up and move all your affiliate sponsorship and all those links down to the bottom, so that way you have a nice flow and you keep everything together. I'm not really going to worry about the sponsor things, because those are what things that you would like to have. Let's see, tipping and donations probably go to the same spot. They do not. So you got 2 tipping services in here. Now you may have one set up to like an if then that technology or something like that. I don't know why you would need 2, but let me tell you what you should do is combine them into one. Herb, thank you for the 1 biddy, bro. And little Chris, how you doing there tonight? Combine them into one, and here's the reason why. Is because it's going to be easier come tax time, or if you ever have to reference back to any particular donation for any particular reason, or anything like that, whether it be like a chargeback, or you had to follow up on somebody's information. It's just going to get confusing. When I first started out, I don't know why I did this. I had 2 donation services. I had one with Stream Tip, or Tip Stream, it's gone now, and then Stream Labs. And then I eventually converted everything over to Stream Labs. And I'm glad I did, because like when taxes come up or you have to reference anything from someone, or you keep track of donations, it becomes a hassle when you have it split on 2 platforms. So I would just do one, get rid of the other, whichever one you like the most, stick with it, and that's fine. Click on the mouse wheel, it automatically opens it up? Does it? Oh, it does. You just blew my fucking capacity. I think I knew that. I just never do that because I'm old school. Is there any social media forum that you have seen with the best results? So if you're a Twitch streamer out there that does gaming content, your best social media platform is going to be Twitter. It's a searchable platform, it's a discoverable platform, and you have the best potential to make the greatest impact on that. Bing, bang, bamboozled. If you're an artist or you generate a lot of visual content, Instagram can be your biggest impact because it's a visual platform. If you create a lot of visual aesthetic graphics, visual gameplays, highlights, and things like that, that's going to be one of your best. And I would say it really comes down to those two. Things like Tumblr, Pinterest, those all do really well, but not for streaming needs just yet. Actually, like Pinterest has the biggest return on investment for anybody who puts their time and effort into growing a social media platform out of all the platforms out there. Like if you grow a Pinterest, you will get more visibility than anything, and you'll get more sponsorships at a higher revenue on Pinterest because it's like a very finite of people that go there that are going there for things. It's mostly made up of housewives and moms, so that's their particular market. But for a streamer, definitely Twitter is going to be your best thing. I don't consider Discord a social service yet. That's just a messaging service. Oh, thank you for the 10 titty bitties there, Profeta. I appreciate it so much. How you doing tonight? Really enjoying what you do here, man. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the biddies that I get. I hear that Derpsha's got the best biddies. If you're a cosplayer, only streamer and service. Yeah, so like that's a visual thing. That's a very visual. If I made only like, let's just say since Fortnite's dead, thank baby Jesus to the West Wind gods. Let's say you made Apex highlights. That's all you did. You went for like really cool highlights. Instagram's gonna be one of your best places because it automatically is a visual platform, and when you scroll, it's gonna play that video feed or that clip or whatever it is. You know, it's a visual platform, so anything that's visual is gonna help you out a lot. But if you're trying to grow like a social presence, Twitter's gonna be a lot better for that. So much activity comes from your Instagram. Well, that's just me lurking and spying on you. That's just me. Discord's okay. Discord's just a communication service to keep up with the community that you're building. So take it this way. I feel like I got something on my lip. I feel like I bit my lip and there's a little piece of skin. Anyhow, think of Discord this way. It's like an AOL chat room where your community collects. Nobody's really searching for that chat. They just show up there hoping to engage with the people that are like-minded with your community that you've established. It's not really a searchable platform just yet. I'm sure it will be at some point, but I mean, it's good to have. It's good to have. It's like having an email list in a sense. I do like Hyler. Hyler's actually one of my favorite people, even though he treats me like shit, but I digress. Who loves you? Name one person. I do. Alrighty, so all in all, these look really good. What I would do is I would eliminate the tips. If you had a gaming chairs that... if you had a constant flow of banners and panels that all went good, you'd have like a really cool complete package here. I would just move some of these things around. Also, if you're gonna be like a strategy gamer, and what I mean by that is like you're really being strategic of what kind of genre and what kind of niche that you have, Lycan, I would expand on that. I would put down what type of horror games you've played or which ones you have coming up on the hopper, so that way people can take a look at what's coming up down the road. Maybe you got like the Alan Wake series coming up, or you got the Silent Hill series coming up, or Resident Evil series coming up, so that way people can be on top of what games and what order they can tune in for. Maybe somebody won't tune in for Resident Evil 1 or 2 or 3, but they're like, dude, I never got to play 4 and I've always wanted to see 4. This way they know to hit that Twitter, they know when to expect it coming up, and that way they can be there for it. Letting people know these little tidbits of information is really going to help them tune in a lot more to your channel. The only other note I would have for you is your About section's a little bit lacking. Since we're going to make a new panel for your schedule, it's kind of a small little tidbit. You're a very unique person, your channel's very unique, so I would elaborate on that uniqueness so that way I can discover a little bit more about you and the content that you're going to generate on your channel. Other than that, man, I like it. I would just move the affiliations down because they're not really going to, they ruin the flow. They ruin flow of how cool you are. You love all the love going around? Oh, I know. He says he likes you, doesn't say anything about love now. Loves me, not you. Well, first of all, we all love Lee. We all love Lee, and I know especially me would like to make love to Lee, but that's another video on a very different channel. But that's true. He never says love. But his mama loves me, and I love mamas. I'm a big mama's boy. Love my mama. At the same time, I'm learning the ways of Twitch, and I'm also learning how to make my own custom overlays with animation, I guess. You could say, oh, nice. What are you using? Are you using After Effects? What are you using for your animation program, Rumple? I'm curious to know. I could use some help with animation stingers and stuff like that. I think it'd be fun. The banners are weird because one screen shows them wide on my laptop and two wide. Oh, so I could probably answer that for you, Lycan. So Twitch is, lack of a better term, dynamic. So what dynamic means, or dynamic and responsive. Dynamic and responsive. So like if I unclick my channel here, and if I take the right wall here and I start to shrink this up, you're gonna know that, see the panels, how they start to adjust for the allotted space they've been given within those parameters defined. And as I start to stretch them out, or if I go full screen here, you're gonna see them adjust again. It basically has to adjust itself HTML-wise for the cascading of how it's going to be displayed. And there is no real answer out there of the best way that it's seen. So like, for example, if I want full window here and I close that window and I close this window, now you get 4x4. So it just really depends on how people view their channel. And that's what it means by responsive. It adjusts for the HTML stuff. I can't remember, there's like an actual statistic out there from Google about what most monitors are spec'd at. And that's basically what you want to do. But in my instance, I think most people can agree, or you can ask everybody out there, what do they display as? Is it 2x2 or 3x3? I think most see it as a 2x2. If that was your question, or that way I just rambled for nothing. There he goes again. Always got to get the flirt in there. Well, you're the one flirting with me, or did I just not pick up on that right? Stand back, he's a professional. That's one thing I'm good at. Let's take a look here. So hopefully that all made sense. All in all, this is very, very good. I would just like to learn a little bit more about you. Break it in the Elgato. Tell me about that, too. I'd love to learn more about that. Hey, what's up, Next Lether? How you doing there, man? All right, let's go to the embarrassing all-time tops here. Everything's treating me well, Next. Hopefully you're doing well tonight, my friend. I do get a big ego, because it's because nobody ever compliments me, my man. Yes, sir. Nice. Always flirt with you? Never. I think last time Lee flirted with me, she was like, I'm wearing my Winnie the Pooh Bear socks, and I'm playing GTA 4, and I was like, go on. I don't even know where that was going. Let's take a look at this.
We'll let you know. We'll let you know what the timestamp is. Also,
hey, what's up, Galaxy? How you doing there, man?
If you don't know about this, during my stream, you can, if you see something really wild and wacky happen that you're like, oh my god, that was absolutely amazing, you can save that. You can actually hit that little button that says, ooh, he's close.
He's gonna get you.
You can hit that little button that will allow you to...
Oh, I thought I was gonna spook you. I wanted the spooky. Let's take a look. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I want to click back. Oh, I imagine your horse is going to go flying.
The mail in the slot,
you or the horse.
The horse wound up like,
oh,
good lord! Oh!
Damn, dude.
Oh, shit!
That was
oh, God!
The horse. Oh, let's take a look at the most recent clip, dude. That was a fluke. Oh, dude. I need a COD partner. Nice shot. Oh, you must be playing hardcore because it said one shot, one kill?
Come on.
Dang.
Go ahead, come on. Who's next? Who else wants some?
Just racking up the
I got
fools.
3 in a row. Go ahead. Stick your head around the corner. See how that works.
Sweet. That's like me shooting. Where can I take this gun? All right, let's take a look at a video. I always like looking at clips. Clips are fun. Let's take a look at. Oh no, it's okay. So it looks like you streamed 2 ways. Well, actually, no, I don't know. Oh no, because you just got the Elgato. That's right. Because it's 9 days and 13 days. Let's look at the new setup you have here. I'm gonna be interested in see the Call of Duty side of it, because this will be interesting to see how you handle talking in between blank spots and dead spots. Can I get a re-review? I did a forum a long time ago when you first made the announcement. Yeah, I think I could probably maybe squeeze you here in Trent if I have enough, if it's still in there. Oh, let me skip past this. Oh, I think my pen ran out. Oh, no, wait, there we go. Hawk Trent. Here we go. That's all we need to woo you. Cute socks. Well, all I need from Derpstra is just a cute smile, but I would appreciate more. But you are more than welcome to knock my socks off, Derpstra. Eclipse Arc, hey, gotta go, watch you later. Well, have a good one, Eclipse. Thanks for stopping in here, I appreciate. And Sergeant Squeegee, I recently saw a YouTube video about do's and don'ts on Twitch streaming. I wanted to thank you for the advice. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate it so much. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for stopping in here and telling me how I am doing, and thank you for the video compliment. How has streaming been going for you, buddy? You only speak the truth, Joe Tato. You may speak the truth, but you have horrible experience in ordering good Chinese food. All right, let's take a look. Hey, what's up, Sora?
Oh,
how's it going with you, bud?
Ever loving.
No, it just feels really freaking weird. I thought it was gonna help because it would cover up the sting, but it's not.
Hostile thresher commencing attacks.
Still my fault.
What's up, CJ Bala? How does one get a review? If you type in !SC, you'll see the Google link there. But depending, it's a sub tier perk that I give away. So depending on what tier sub you tier at, tier sub tier, it's how deep I'll go into your channel review, bud. Timsy88, thanks for the host there, man. I appreciate it. I can fill you up with determination. I would love it, Cursed Raven. Be filled up with Derpstra, my love of my life. It's going well. My video quality isn't the best, but I've been streaming Apex Legends and a few other games. So far, I got 14 followers. It's really fun. I'm glad for your advice. Well, thanks, man. I do nothing. It's all up to you being the rock star that you are, man. Hi from Mexico. Hola, ¿cómo estás? All right, I'm going to pause it or not pause. I'm going to mute it while it lands in the next game. So, Lycan, overall, your overlay is good and non-intrusive. The only issue I have with it, it is pretty small if anybody was going to watch on a smaller video player. Now, what you can do is you can take that bottom bar and you can actually adjust the aspect ratio just a tiny bit by stretching it out. So that way you're going to lose a little bit of the left and right bloodstains, but at least it'll increase the font size, so that's a little bit easier to see. And I only mean by like a little bit. The top one is actually, I can't even read it. I can't even see what it says. The left one, I think, oh, the left one says recent follower, then recent subscriber. And I'm going to keep going with recent, I'm assuming donator, and top donation, I think. Those are extremely small. Now imagine if somebody had to read it off their iPhone, or even worse, a Nokia Razr, which would be awesome if they had Twitch on that, by the way. The whole point about that is you want to take in consideration where your viewer base is going to come from and where it can come from. Like 35% of people that watch me watch from a mobile device. That means they watch on a tablet or smaller. Very small screen size. So you want to take in consideration all the small widgets, gadgets, avatars, overlays, alerts, extensions that you always put on your screen. And if they're important information that you want to share, then you want to make sure that's visible. Like, for instance, I don't really care about my donation bar. People get the idea that the color, the closer it gets to the end, is going to work, but they don't really need to know what's inside or their percentage. But if I did care about it, I would increase it. But like the cup is a nice viewable size. People can know how much bits are in it or how small it is. Likewise with the name, your name at the top, I make it visible enough so people can see. And you want to take a lot of those things into consideration because that's something that's going to happen. So if somebody's going through their channel here and they're scrolling and everything's just like a really small thing, especially on a browser page. Like imagine how small all that's going to look if somebody wants a Call of Duty right here. And if they want scrolling through, now imagine how small all that font looks. And it's just kind of, at that point, it becomes intrusive a little bit. So consider just cleaning that up a little bit or moving it or increasing the size. So that way it's viewable for everyone out there. That way you can be a little more impactful with it. The first overlay was Twitch was horde. It's okay. I mean, they're all learning things. They're all learning things. I just lost you. Damn it, I think I closed the wrong one. I think I just derped it. Here we go. We'll go back. We'll go back to the video here. But that's just something you notice right off the bat that's going to make a big impact for you. Dude, I had a Razer too. Razer was actually one of my favorite phones. It was so thin, and it'd be like Neo from Matrix, be like, all right, I'm back. Like, you just do things. I love the Razer, dude. It was dope. It even had a long battery life. Derp Show, you're gonna flirt with Samchasm too? I want to go beyond the flirts, though, girl.
Thank you, for helping me on that one.
I want nothing but all the derpstra and the stra derp.
Had said it. Oh god.
Oh yeah, the other thing I was gonna say too, I didn't get to it because I was getting distracted here. So anywho, one of the things that I'll get to in another point of another video that'll help you out a lot, but we'll touch on it really quickly. Your camera angle, no bueno. Your lighting, no bueno. Your framing, no bueno. So by that, you've got a ton of dead empty space. A ton. If you don't plan on using up space, you can shrink up your box, and that way you can show more gameplay. Or better yet, you look like a handsome man. I can't tell because you're so far away. Let me see that sexy beard. Let me see that face. Pull the camera up to an angle that's going to make you look alluring. You can do angles, you can do straight on. It's completely up to you. Get the proper lighting so that way it doesn't look like a Home Depot light is just hitting you like the sun of Mercury. Mercury doesn't have a sun. We only have one sun, but you know what I mean. And then also frame it up so that way you're not losing all this dead space and you got a giant shadow of Nosferatu coming up from behind you on your right-hand side, our left-hand side there. So you can fix all these things because remember, it's about making your stream look more enticing than the people that are on the left and that are right of you than when we're scrolling down. And if my stream was like this and you only saw a little bit and I was way back here, bro, way back here, it's not that alluring because there's all this dead empty space up here. And that can be a big problem because we want to make everything look a little more alluring so people have a chance to click on you and then you have a chance to win them over. And that's what we want because I know you can. You look like you have the charismatic eyes that I just want to fall madly in love with. They remind me a little bit of Blizzard Girls and Primals.
Oh, God,
Primal's got the most alluring eyes when you take him to a steak restaurant. He's just like glossed over with anticipation.
I'm like,
You fixed lighting? Okay, good, awesome.
Or did she drop some stuff?
He is handsome? I imagine he is, which is why I want to see more of him. Free Fallen Flower. I want to see more of the handsome man. I have an appreciation for the human form. Mostly female, but I can appreciate a good male body. Which is why I used to be a Calvin Klein underwear model, but I had to give it up. It was too tough on the groin. That elastic just comes up right onto you. Hey, what's up, Mo? How you doing there tonight? How's it going with you? Can I do yours next? Or I can add you to the list, buddy. I've got a couple in front of you. I can see how many I can get through.
shot her in the nuts too. Oh, oh, I'm starting to sober up real quick. All right.
I'm getting sober. I don't like this. I've been using provided scene theme through Streamlabs. How does one get a custom overlay to personalize my stream and make it more unique? So two answers, or a couple answers here. One will be answered in a video that I've got coming out hopefully in the next week or two. Short answer is Streamlabs actually sells overlay packages that you can customize a little bit within their own service. You might want to take a look at that. It's going to cost you somewhere between $3 and $25. Then you can look at something like Nerd or Die, which I did a video on, which will cost you, again, somewhere between $3 and $25, depending on what package you want, and it allows you to change colors and things like that. If you enter in the coupon code Wild4Games, you save like 10%, so that's an option for you. And then there's also, you can generate and make your own if you're creative enough, if you want to go on that creative endeavor, or if you know somebody on Twitch that does overlay packages or does any type of graphical work. A lot of people will do work for hire, you know, hire for work, work for hire. You work out a deal with them, they'll be more than happy. You know, don't be afraid to support your local Twitch artist on the creative section of the digital side. What's up, Justin TK? How you doing there tonight, man? How's it going with you? Strength for life. Oh, I don't know if I have enough time to get through all these, but I'll add the name down. I'll be doing these again on Thursday, though. How you doing tonight, buddy? How's it going with you? Bad idea to wake up and have a beer. What are you talking about, bro? That's all I do when I'm in Vegas. An ATD gamer, what's up, dude? You've helped me a lot with all your videos. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that they're helping you out. So one thing I noticed right here off the bat for you, Lycan, I don't know where your mic is. It sounds like you've got a boom, or sorry, it looks like you have a boom, but I don't feel like your boom is connected to the stream. Because it sounds like your microphone's a little bit away, which adds a little bit of this echoing, bellowing sound. Big Red, what's going on, man? Underrated bubblegum, by the way. Big Red. So, if we can get a little more clarity from your voice, I think that would greatly improve your stream as well. I don't know where your mic's at. I feel like it's not coming from the boom, but I could be way wrong.
I took out his nuts.
Thank you for the response. Looking forward to my personalizing my stream. Oh, no problem. I try my best to help out wherever I can, bud.
And then I got shot from behind.
I'm still working on mine. I would love for you to wait on mine. Yeah, no problem, Sora. I'll whenever you tell me you're ready, I'm more than willing to help out. What's up, Black? I imagine Lycan's working too, so I don't have to wait on all of his responses to understand what it's like. So that's just something that I've noticed that you have here. You have a lot of gaps in your talk, in your play. That's because you're concentrating on the win, which is completely fine. But as you start to get more comfortable with the guns, you get more comfortable with the maps, you get comfortable with the players that you're doing with, what you need to do is, since you know what you're going to do within the match, within the game, because you know the settings, the place, the guns, the approach, the strategies, the flankings, have all that inner monologue come out of your mouth, bro. Like right now, you're sitting in here, you're setting up your mesh mines. Talk about why you're setting up your mesh mines. Talk about why you put it at this angle. Do you put it high? Do you put it low? So that way it's not got an angle on people. How you can hide it from that. Talk about your strategies. If you talk about that, people will learn, or they'll even give you advice back. Be like, no, bro, don't put your mesh mines there. Put them over here in this corner, because every time they come through this doorway, the only way they can turn is left. So if you put them low into the left, they're going to run into them automatically. It's like, boom, I just filled 2 minutes of conversation there rather than you just being silent, just going, burp. Like, those are things where you'll get your flow, obviously, but if we can have your inner monologue come out of your mind, you'll fill in a lot of those gaps, and then that will naturally lead into conversations. Be like, hey, did you guys know I went to school with the with Charles Schultz's grandson, the inventor of the Peanuts cartoon or comic, and I don't know why I just pulled that out of my ass, but you know where I'm going. By the way, Lucy was a bitch in the comics. YVR Cup, how you doing there? Hello all, thank you for your advice on YouTube. I appreciate it. Well, thank you. I appreciate you watching them, man. And Helltopher, how you doing there? And Black, what's going on with you, man? And Hyper David, hey Wild, what's going on? I've been streaming for a pretty long time, but my issue is that I'm getting some lag when I play. I'm looking to use my Twitch payout to get some RAM. I was wondering if there's anything I can do to bring down my lag already. I already have performance mod on bits rates at its lowest I put in the stream. So you want to... I'm not the best person at this, so there's a few things you want to do. You want to see what's being taxed. You want to see what's being taxed. You want to see if your CPU's being taxed or your GPU's being taxed. Because if one of those are being heavily taxed, you got to figure out why it's being taxed. Now, if nothing's being taxed, you may want to consider trying a different encoding system that may put a lot of the broadcasting situations on your GPU, like if you have an RTX card, which will allow you to broadcast out and do things like that. But it's hard to give an answer, David, because I don't know what's being taxed on your system. A lot of people just don't have enough CPU, and RAM's not going to help that out if it's just being straight up, you know, bottlenecked, if you will. Are there good gaming headphones that cancel noise cancellation? So I got my cheap one right here, which I use for just my daily needs, which all headphones are going to say they have noise cancellation. And the reason they say they have noise cancellation is because this thing right here, which is the boom mic, the reason this is considered noise canceling is because the microphone is towards your mouth. Everything on the back end side is not. So that's noise canceling. It can't be picked up. But there are legitimate noise canceling headphones out there. Blizzard Girl, thank you for the 200 titty bitties. You can look into something like the Sennheiser Game 1, which is my headphones in the other room. Those are a little pricey. But they sound fantastic. And the reason you know they work well is because pretty much every gaming commentator out there in esports uses the Sennheiser Game 1s. And those work well enough to where the fact that if you have somebody that's like, God forbid it would be the world's best stream for Lee, she wouldn't be able to keep her pants on. If there was another Wild right here talking straight up me, I had a Sennheiser on, he had a Sennheiser on, we wouldn't be picking up each other's voices even though we're this close, because that cancellation would help a lot. So I would probably take a look at that, but you're going to be looking at spending about 100 to 150 on a headphone. Blizzard Girl, you treat me so nice, like Dentine Ice. You have good headphones? You need a standing mic? Yeah, Audio-Technicas are great. Audio-Technicas are great. There's a lot of great microphones out there that'll do a lot of good things. Oh, cheers, BS. Cheers. Sorry, I should have seen that. HyperX clouds are too. My buddy Primal, and I have another friend, swear by them. And they are great. Like, I actually think Primal has one of the best voice. Well, granted, he was born with the voice of a sexy Herculean god, but his clarity and his like P's and S's just don't pick up on mic, and the force of his voice just comes through, which is so nice. Wolfie, thank you so much for the love. Sexy hair? Is it shot time yet? Oh my god, why are you getting me drunk? So, but other than that, Lycan, this is looking pretty decent. Now, you just got some brand new toys, which is going to be fun for you to go and play with. So, you know, you're still working out a lot of the kinks, so don't be afraid to keep making changes and make small improvements as we keep going through this process. Just what I would recommend is every other stream or so, go back and look at your own streams and see, like, what can I improve on? What should I change? What didn't work? What did work, you know? And make those refinements as you go, and you'll slowly start to see your stream get bigger and better all the time. And it'll start to stack really, really quickly, and you'll feel comfortable, and you'll get everything flowing really good. Let me get to your form here. I should have pulled that up sooner while I was jerking around.
We already answered that, so you're a little slow on that.
Well, all you said was Mighty Joe Young.
All right, give me 1 second while I pull up his form here. There we go.
Mighty Joe Young saying everything I hate about you.
All right, let me pause it really quick. All right. So I asked, or actually we'll put the mute on and let the video play. We'll get some cool action shots in there. So I asked Lycan, or so he currently put, what is he playing? He's playing Resident Evil 2, Alien Isolation, and Red Dead Redemption 2. I have a feeling those will be on a quick rotation now, especially Alien Isolation. It's kind of a one and done kind of game. Resident Evil 2 just got some new DLC, so that could be something worth growing in. You might want to take a look at that. They got like the Ghosts of the Survivors, I believe is what it's called. I'm really excited to try it out. Speaking of Ghost XXL, thank you for the love, man. I appreciate it. And Red Dead Redemption 2, hit or miss of a game at the moment. Kind of imploded on itself a little bit. But what do you struggle most with while you're streaming? Gaining an audience, and I have many lurkers, but hard to get the traction I need. So first of all, lurkers are never bad. You should always be happy. I lurk in a ton of streams. Even some of my favorite streamers, like when I watch my buddy Smalls or Primal, like I myself, I work or I have to do something, and all I can do is listen. And what's going to help your lurkers come out of lurking or appreciate your stream even more is if you can keep your constant flow and talking up. Think of it like an audiobook. If I had no visuals and I'm just listening to the words of the story that's going on, all I have to progress that is you and what comes out of your mouth. And if you're not making anything happen, or, you know, for lack of a term, making the story progress. Sorry, I got distracted by how much shooting you were doing there. Making the story progress, there's nothing really making me coming out of my lurkership to like be like, oh, cool story, bro, or I did this, or, you know, I think my favorite condiment on a hot dog is mustard. You know, those are things that make me come out of talking all the time. And Primal even will tell you that. Like, there's a lot of times, like, he might even be lurking right now. He might be playing a game, and he'll be like, you know what my favorite topping on a hot dog is? Another hot dog. And it's like, those are things that just make people come out. And from there is when you get to start to get them to engage again. So you need to think about how you can turn your lurkers into chatters, and to make them come into chatters, you got to find an engaging term or topic that's going to really make them flow. Would you recommend Lycan do a different game on different days, or play the same one on his streaming days? So I always recommend, I kind of put it this way. Let's say for Lycan, we already know that he streams 3 days. 2 days, well, depending on what, if you want growth, make it 2 days. If you want enjoyment, make this 2 days, and then the other day you can fill in with whatever you want. Let's say he wants growth, okay? Free Fallen Flower. For 2 out of the 3 days, I want him to play a game that's got visibility, discoverability, and he can play people or play games with that particular crowd with. So, for example, you know, I saw he's playing Call of Duty, maybe a little competitive at certain days, but what he can do is he can look when it's ranking a little bit lower, like when Apex is having a good day or Fortnite's having a good day. And this is, and I just lost it. When Call of Duty is pushed down to like the 15,000 mark, I would really suggest playing that. Or if he has Rainbow Six Siege, 10,000 is a very good discoverable spot. Or Dead by Daylight, 9,000 is a very good spot. Or Players Battleground Unknown right now is very good. Or even Resident Evil at 8, that's extremely good. Like Minecraft, those are all great games because these all have crowds and people that are actively going to these channels, or categories is a better term, going to these categories to look for people to play with and engage with. And these are your chances for you to gain real growth. You're going to have a really hard time in games that have no visibility, like Alien Isolation. Now I can't spell. I can't spell, and you guys are going to make fun of me. Oh, thank God it autofills to Isolation. That would have been an atrocity. So here's the problem with Alien Isolation. Is it has 57 people currently streaming this. What's up, Red Mahoney? How you doing there tonight? 57. That is so far down that a lot of people aren't really looking for this game unless they're already a follower of it and they're like, you know what? I want to go in for a scary mood, which is kind of rare. Or if one of these streamers down here ends their stream and all those people that are in there back out and go into the corresponding streams left or right. So that's why you got to be strategic about with what games you're going to play. Then on that third day, you can play whatever game you want. That'll be your enjoyment game. So like for me, when I stream games, if I ever get a chance, or when I guess we should state it that way. When I was playing like Call of Duty and Rocket League probably 80% of the time. That's because people knew they could find me. They knew they could play games with me because I was doing open lobbies, and they knew they would be on the same platform. So there was a lot of cohesive lines that they could mesh up well with, and if I knew if I could get them into my channel, I could win them over with my charismatic ways, have fun with them, commend them on how well they're doing, make sure they did well in the game, and you know what? Those people became followers and friends and play with me, you know? And that's what you want to do. And then on my day extra I would play a game that I enjoyed, that I knew people wouldn't really watch, like Mega Man X or something like that. Nobody's going to watch me play that, but that's a game I enjoy. So hopefully that made sense. Long tangent. We got there, though. Got there good and strong. Marbles on stream, I feel like, is going to be a flash in the pan, but that's not a bad idea at the moment. Not a bad idea at the moment. A lot of people like it. A lot of people like it. I just started streaming before investing. I want to get going slowly, but notice streaming directly from my Xbox and using a good headset like Logitech Cam, I will have lag with voice, anything I can do. You shouldn't have any lag with your voice because it's all coming from the same central unit. You may want to look how you have your headset connected to it because it shouldn't be giving you any particular... Are you on a wireless headset by chance? If it's a wireless headset, then you're going to have natural latency because that's how wireless technology works. But anywho, find a game that really entices you if you want to start growing your audience and gaining an audience. Like Call of Duty can be very good. That's actually where I gained a lot of my growth when I first started. That's how I went from 0 to 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and so forth and so forth. When I was very good at Call of Duty, I was getting like 60 people, and it was fun. People always wanted to play. And the nice thing about Call of Duty is you can do big squads, like 5. I think you can do 5. I think a max of 5, unless you did like the Battle War Grounds, and you can do like 10 and 10. And you just invite all these players into your stream, and everybody has a blast, you know? So consider what games you think, 1, you own, and 2, you think you can gain traction on, and refine it down to those particular games. Some things like Alien Isolation, to be honest, it's probably not worth you streaming. Play those on your own time, but if you want to, you have to make a deal with yourself, like in that you're probably not going to have good growth on those days, so don't let it get you down, okay? Same thing happens to me when I stream Mega Man. I don't let it get me down. Those games are for me. Am I a partner? No, I'm not a partner. Just YouTubes. The YouTubes. And then I asked Lycan, what is a short and long-term goal you hope to achieve with streaming? My short-term goal is to show that with very little tools, anyone can be a streamer and grow, as well as learn skills to become a successful streamer. Long-term goal is be partner. Let's not concentrate on partner because that's what everybody says. Long-term goal for me is like you want to do X, Y, or Z, like goals that will snowball up into something bigger. But you said something very unique and exciting that I resonate there with. You can do a lot with very little, which is very impactful. And I would probably use that to your advantage, and you should use those aspects on how you can help others with streaming capabilities. Like if you really are into showing how people they can do more with very little, you should have like, you know, a little blog, or down here at the bottom, like more or if this was your channel page, obviously more information about like your setups, or how you like little tips and tricks on how to do this, that, and the other thing with very little. Like, hey, you know, if you need a cheap lighting setup, you can get a China ball from Big Lots for $1 and put an LED bulb in there, and you got beautiful soft lighting for your skin. Hey, you need a nice easy setup for your microphone? Hey, take a look at the Logitech G430s. They're under $35 and they sound great, just like a $100 mic. Hey, you need a very good camera? Check out the C920. It's just as good as the blank, blank, blank. And it's like those little things will help a lot of people and they'll resonate. And if that's truly what you're into, don't be afraid to go on things like Twitch Reddit forum or Twitch Reddit creative, or anything out there with like video streaming needs, live streaming, Facebook, OBS. Fuck, you go on Chatterbait for all I care. And you can help people solve and troubleshoot all these problems with very awesome, simple needs. And that's going to resonate with a lot of people, and that'll start helping your viewer base grow exponentially, because people will see that you truly are trying to help them. Just threw a lot on you. Threw a lot on you. Never mind, just fix everything. All right, I'm good at it. I'm good at it. One of your videos you mentioned steady growth, 1 day for growth and 2 days enjoyment. You can flip-flop it. So if you want more growth, do 2 to 1. You want more enjoyment, do 2 to 1. Like, everybody has different goals of where they are in their life strength. Some people are strictly trying to make it a business job. Or they want to be straight, full-hand professional streamer. Then, you know, it should all be about growth. But I know from experience from my own life, personal people around me that are streamers, and others that I network with, burnout is a huge thing in this industry, and I don't want that for you, which is why I generally like to try to balance the enjoyment with the growth there, because mental stability is very important, because you can get burned out really quickly when, you know, you don't have a day where nobody shows up to your stream and you're putting your all into it, or you lose subscribers, or you lose followers, or you only gain 1 out of like a 12-hour stream, you know, things like that. I don't want that for you. So you pick and choose. Everybody is completely different. My top viewers on Chatterbait was 7K one time. Fuck, dude. I need to start getting back into getting a lot more coconut oil for my chest for the ladies for my own Chatterbait. I used to make hella coins. Hella coins. I got a new laptop and getting to stream from my PS4 using PlayStation app or remote app, which is why I bought the Elgato. Then kept having issues learning how to get audio to work. So tomorrow's stream will be good, hopefully. Well, 1, awesome for troubleshooting it. 2, let me know how it goes, because I actually will generally be interested. But all in all, you've got all the tools of the trade, and the cool thing about what you're doing is Lycan, is you're slowly building up, and that's what I want for you. Like every day should be better than the next. Every week going to be greater than the last, and every month is going to show huge changes, improvements, and just keep that going. Like I said, take a few days out of the week, look back at some of your old streams and see what you like and what you don't like. Don't be afraid to ask your community. Like if somebody's like, hey, your lighting is way too bright, or blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that, you know, take it with a grain of salt and be like, oh, what did they see in that? What can I change? How can I make improvements? It makes big changes.
Hey, pretty mama.
Oh, thank you for the follow.
Nothing well.
Life Not Found, thank you for the follow, man. I do truly appreciate it. Why do I want to be partner? I just don't really, there's nothing enticing for me to be partner. Maybe at some point, Mel. The only difference between being a partner, the actual only thing that entices me about being a partner is when you're a Twitch partner, Twitch will cover your processing fees for your payout that you get from your subs and your bits. When you're a Twitch affiliate, you cover. So like, let's say the round number for easy math was $100 you were going to get for a payout. Like flat that, $100. Well, there's payment processing fees for Twitch to send that to you. And let's just say for easy math again, it was 10%. So I would only get $90. I would only get $90. But if you're a Twitch partner, Twitch covers that expense, so you get the full 100. That would be the only enticing thing for me. Everybody that's a Twitch partner, unless you're like Ninja, Dr. Disrespectful, Buff Legend, thank you for the follow, man. Like all the like bigger streamers out there that generate thousands or tens of thousands or hundreds of thousand views per hour, then yes, the ad revenue would be enticing to me. But most partnered streamers only get around 100 views per hour at max. At max. Like, it's very rare that most people get thousands. It's like a very small number. Very small number that they get thousands or tens of thousands. I make way more than that on YouTube. So that's why it's not enticing to me. Because I'll probably do more on YouTube and have conflicts of interest for the TOS. But we'll see. You never know. If they do something cool or you guys want me to go for a partner one day or see if I can go for a partner push, maybe I'll do it. I also don't have enough time. I only stream for like 2 to 3 hours. 3 days a week. I work too much. But maybe one of these days I'll go for it if you guys want me to. Hey man, I found you. Hey man, thank you so much for all your YouTube, Twitch videos. They're very helpful. Well, thank you, 404. I appreciate it, man. That's what they're there for, to help you out, buddy. Maybe I'll do it if Primal wants me to go for it. That way I can get him into all the cool Twitch parties at TwitchCon. Thoughts on growing in a retro category? That is tough. That is tough. I would say the best tip I can give without getting too deep into it and being put on the spot is your best growth within a retro community is literally becoming part of the community. Learn to watch others and be a part of people that have already have somewhat up and coming or established communities and become friends with them, be engaging within their community. So that way when you engage, they're really willing to help you get a foot in the door and kind of kick up. Because old games can have huge payoffs, but they also come with huge risks. You could get, you know, a bunch of viewers. I love retro games, dude. Like a lot of times on Twitch, I'll be watching silently, dude. I'll be watching Castlevania runs. I'll be watching Mega Man runs, Super Mario runs. I love all that old school stuff. Pac-Man runs. I love it.